Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to a long overdue episode of the Artist's Corner. Here with your friendly neighborhood illustrator, Mr. Dave Joyner. I'm going to try really hard today to just do a little something fun, something from memory. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but today we will be using, let's see here, Dixon Ticonderoga with a white, not pink eraser, because as we know, pink erasers leave pink on the paper. We're going to be using a
Charlotte cry.
That's my son, Dave, there in the background talking. Sit down, son. Sit down. Sit down. As I said, 0.5, just 0.5 millimeter. Probably a relatively hard lead. I don't think they can make a... Ooh, look at that. The thing doesn't want to focus. There we go. I like this. This is an old school pencil. We'll probably be doing most of the original, the sketching with one of these. So this is the sketching tool. This here is sort of like a... This is my redefining tool. So after I sketch, I'll quite often go over my sketch with something like this. Anyway, and if we've got time, we'll do a little bit of coloring. A little bit of the inking. I'm not sure even where to start with this. It is winter time here still, so I guess we could do a winter picture. Let's go ahead and come here. Let's zoom in just a little bit. Let's see if we can find a proper zoom. That's about halfway. Whoa, big fingers. At least I remembered. At least I had the clairvoyant, the ability to remember to clean my fingernails. Okay, they're not yellow. For some reason, that's just the light. Anyway, I'm gonna put some marks. One here, and one here, so I can remember to stay inside your viewing window while I'm illustrating. You guys ever try to do trees covered in snow? Let's try to do a couple of different trees today covered in snow. We'll start with a good traditional. I've done a lot of these, so we're going to put a top on. There's a top, like an ice cream cone, upside down ice cream cone. Okay? And then we're going to come in here and we're going to do little tiny pieces. We're little blocky sections, sort of in a zigzagging formation at first, almost like bricks. They don't have to have a lot of shape to them, because really snow starts to melt off of the except you do kind of want it to blob down, so like a candle kind of blobs down. Yes, Dave, go sit down.
Please.
Tammy's in there. You're gonna have to wait. So you want these to blob down, and then you can start to do little extra pieces. Like, Dave, come here. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. Alright, through the magic of editing, I was just able to take care of my business. Now, we've got this sort of little idea here. We started with the upside down ice cream cone, and then we did little blocks, and these little itty bitty blocks we're slowly getting... Here, maybe I can zoom in a little bit more so you can really get an idea of what I'm talking about here. Okay, and we'll just like this. Alright, so we've got little itty bitty... There. Alright, so these little itty bitty blocks are going to be slowly layered, and we're going to blob them on the bottom. Okay, and it's okay if it disappears around the corner like that. And then we can have another one down here, another one here. And then what I like to do sometimes is find the center, okay, because we know it's a tree. And we're going to bring the line down like this, okay. We're going to say our tree's about that about that tall. Okay. Now we're gonna continue to make blobs, and the blobs are going to get bigger because the branches are going to become more and more substantial. Like this. Just, David, go sit down, please. And each of these blobs will just slowly kind of go around the base of the tree until we get down to maybe where the snow would be on the ground. Okay? Now, we know that there is an area inside here you can't see, so we're going to go ahead and sort of draw in where the tree would be. And we know that we're going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and have fun with this. Let's go ahead and zoom out just a little. Okay. So we're going to start with, I don't know, an embankment or something. Okay? It's really simple. Just a line. Doesn't have to be anything great. And then we're going to put another tree on the other side of this hill. So, and a little bit shorter than this one. Same idea, starting with a ice cream cone upside down, and then little blobs that are slowly getting bigger as they get further from the top of the tree, like this. And we're going to go down. Oops. Anyway, so the idea would be there's a tree branch in here, and we're going to go ahead and like that. My pencil's making noises on the paper. That's weird.
It's too hot.
Now, let's say that there's trees in the distance over here. Okay, well, they're not going to show up quite this well, but still they're going to be seeable. So we're going to start with the top of the tree, and okay, same idea. All right, that tree's far away. Let's say that there's a hill like right back in here. Dave, come here. And the hill comes down like that. Alright? So we're going to have these trees like this. Each one's different. Okay? So, and then we're going to do maybe one like this one, where you can see right through it. Starting with the top, and then a little bit here, here, a little bit here, and then the front, around. And maybe we'll do another tree on the other side of the hill right here. Make this one a little taller. Maybe we'll make it blank on one side, so you only have tree branches on one side of the tree. Okay. Now we're going to go in and ink it. Hold on.
Touch it.
So we're going to go ahead and use a traditional Micron 01. Okay. Just a felt tip marker. Waterproof, and we'll come back in here and start to define the tops of the trees, those little pieces that we made that hang down like the edges of a candle that's melted. Okay, and this is where we're going to kind of start to lump it together. Okay, you see how I'm bringing the edges up like that? Well, that's, in my opinion, that's here. I'm going to zoom back in again so you can see. Really get an idea here. So each of these little pieces is a piece of snow. It's either going to go away from my view or towards my view. So this one's going to go away from my view to the left. Okay? This piece of snow over here is on the other side of this piece of snow. Okay? Same down here. Try not to be too regular. Alright? Now this one's going to go in the other direction. Little lumps. Okay? Down here it's the same. And remember, this snow is going to be melting off the top too. So this branch must be hanging down. And this goes back to the other direction again. If you ever look at like a smile on a face when you're drawing one, sometimes this will look like teeth too. Looks a little bit like teeth. But you don't want it to be too regular. There we go. I don't think we'll have time for more than just this one tree, but I figure we'll go ahead and just get it in here so you can see. Now I'm going to come in here with the black and find the inside of the tree. We know that there's some black branches that are going to be underneath here. There's an area underneath this snow that you can't really see. And it's important that it's dark because the snow is, well, I mean, the inside of a fir tree is already really dark, but we know that if you cover it in snow, it's going to be even darker, right? So it's sort of open to interpretation, I guess. This one probably has a branch sticking out in here that you can almost see. Underneath here, same thing. Alright, so let's zoom back out again. And these are really small too, so you can imagine, you can see how big that is. That's not very large, but if you take the time and sorry for shaking here. Take the time and really define the snow, and remember that you've got to have some that little bit at the end there where I was showing you that these lines go this way around the tree, and then these lines go the other direction around the other side of the tree. This is really how you're gonna make it look like a real tree. We first started by putting an ice cream cone on the top. Then we made little bricks that were staggered back and forth, back and forth. And then when we had enough room, we got about here, we were able to start enlarging them and making them look like blobs of wax hanging down. And we were still staggering them, staggered all the way down. Then when we did that, we went back and we started the inking process, and we put the lines in that went to that side, okay, and then the lines that went to that side. That's all there is to it. And then we went underneath and we filled in the shadowed dark area. Alright, if you like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel and throw me a comment at the bottom of this. I'd appreciate that. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again here at the Artist Corner for more master illustration techniques. Thank you.